Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Songbirds Creations, Crochet and More. I'd like to welcome you into the Songbird's Nest this morning. It is a cold one here. We have still quite a bit of snow, quite a bit melted, but we've still got a lot left on the ground that won't be melting until this next week. We're supposed to get another little warm up and probably melt quite a bit more of it. Good morning to Steven and to Bibi. Good to see you. Welcome in. So yeah, kind of cold here this morning, a little gloomy. So good morning to just sit and drink coffee and crochet, I think. Good morning, Lana. How are you today? It's good to see you. I wasn't sure you were going to be up. But I'm glad to see that you made it. I decided to go back to 9:30. People seem to have a better time getting in here at 9:30 than 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock might be just a tad bit early. Good morning, Arity. I know if people are like me, they value that every minute of sleep that you can get. I did jump up at 8:30, let Icy out, went and made my coffee, got Icy back in the house out of the 20-degree weather that feels like 7. Ordering groceries. Yeah, I ordered groceries the other day. I went and got some, and then I ordered what I didn't get when I went and picked up groceries. Where I went, I always go to my local grocery store and get what's on sale, and do pretty good, but I went ahead and ordered some stuff that they didn't have. So good morning, Amber. Nice to see you. Ooh, chicken soup, yum. That actually sounds really good. I may make a chicken stew. I've got all the veggies to do a stew. Yeah. Are you guys getting the lake effect snow, Bibi? I don't think we are supposed to get any snow this weekend, but I'm not sure. I don't have my phone right here to look at, so I'm not quite sure. Oh, pardon me. Oh, I really could have slept another hour or two. I didn't get to sleep until probably about 2, I think, by the time I got to sleep. 2 to 4 inches. Oh, I feel sorry for you, baby. 54. That's a good, nice temperature. I'd take 54 right now. 54 would be really nice, like a spring day. Beth, did you sneak in here and I didn't see you? Good morning, Beth, since I missed you. I had a weird night too. I was up and down and up and down and up and down all night long. Of course, It doesn't help that I drank a lot of water before I went to bed. So, yeah, I had to get up whether I wanted to or not. Ooh, working on your poncho. Cool. So, guys, I made a oh no, Beth, I hope you can get it out. Just try putting some water in your eye. Good morning, Julianne. Welcome in. So you guys, I was beginning to tell you, I made a sweater scarf. You know, the ones that you see that you wrap and have the sleeves, cuffs on the end of it. Well, I hate it. And I'm going to frog it. I hate it so much I'm not even going to show it up. I mean, the yarn is pretty, the stitch is beautiful, but I just hate it. Your straight jacket, you know, and Lana, that'd be about what it would feel like putting the thing on. I mean, it was big enough for me, in fact, maybe a little too big, but the yarn just does not have enough drape to make it, when you wrap it, it just doesn't want to lay nicely. So what I figure I'm going to do is try again. I will not be defeated. I am going to try again, but I'm going to use a lot lighter weight yarn and see if maybe I can get one made with that. So stay tuned for, actually it would be round 3 because I had created one earlier with the same yarn as this one and it was too narrow. So now I know the width I need. I got the width right and everything. And I got, you know, figured out how to do the ribbing on the sleeves and all of that. The weight that I was using, I guess it's a 4 weight. And yeah, didn't work. So I will recreate it. Actually, I was using a very large hook on it already. So yeah, that really would not help. I just think the yarn is too heavy of a weight too. And the stitch that I was using, it should have had a lot of drape because it was a very open work type stitch. So, you know, even with a 4 weight, if it was going to drape, it should have done it, but it didn't. So yeah, I'm just going to try it again, lighter weight yarn, see what happens. And what I may actually need to do is knit it. I'm thinking crochet just might not give me what I'm looking for. And it's kind of funny because if you look at Brianna Kay's on her tutorial, the one that she's got on doesn't look like a very lightweight yarn, but it drapes pretty nicely. But yeah, so trial and error, trial and error. I'll get it one of these days. For right now, I am going to keep on working on my trio blanket, try to get this done because it's cold and I could really use another blanket on my bed. So I want to get this done so I can use it. And right now, actually, it's big enough that it's keeping my lap really nice and warm while I'm sitting here working on it. And then I've got my shawl that I'm making out of the beautiful Pop Rocks yarn that I bought from Camille. I'm going to have to roll this one up, ball it up here pretty soon because I'm getting down to the last part of the two that I already had rolled up. But I had to order more beads for it. Those came earlier this week, so now I should be able to get it all finished and have Julianne. I love that yarn too. Let me tell you what, if you ever get a chance, if she dies some more, and I think she probably will, this is silk, yak, and merino wool. And it is one of the absolute softest yarns I have ever worked with. I mean, it is beautiful. It is so nice to crochet. Has a gorgeous drape to it. It has some shine because of the silk. And in fact, from what I've been told, if you go outside on a sunny day, it even has a little sparkle to it, probably from the yak. But yes, this is amazing yarn. So hopefully she will be able to order some more of the bear yarn. We always joke about it being B-E-A-R rather than B-A-R-E, but yeah, if she can order some more of the bear yarn and do another lot of this type yarn, I really encourage everybody to try and get some. I think she said next time she's not going to show it off to her members first because she wants everybody to have a chance at it, and we buy it all up before anybody else gets a chance to. So good morning, Marianne. Sliding in on your backside. Better late than never. Yep, that's true. I'm happy to see you, Twinnie. Just be careful when you slide in on your backside not to hit anything. I have a lot of furniture in here. I would hate for you to hit something. Hurt yourself. I don't need you to hurt yourself. Good morning, Tank. How are you this morning with your sunflowers? You know, Tank, sunflowers are some of my absolute favorite flowers. So I love it when you come in with your sunflowers. Splinters? Well, she won't get splinters on my floor, but she might smack into a rocking chair or the couch or something like that. Or better yet, she might smack into a box of yarn and be okay, because that would be a cushiony landing. Did I move your beanbag chair? I wish I had one, you know. If I had a beanbag chair, I'd be sitting in it. Well, maybe not right now, but I'd be sitting in it a lot of time. I don't have a beanbag. I have a big leather poof, but it's more of a footstool thing. My hubby tries to sit on it, and it doesn't work well for him to sit on. Oh, look at all the sunflowers. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, well, you got plenty of boxes of yarn to plunk down in. You can do that. You could curl up and go to sleep. It'd be like a bed. Good morning, Melissa. Melissa G's in the house. So for those of you who popped in a little bit late, I was telling everybody that I had started working on that sweater scarf. Well, I got it finished and I absolutely hate it. The yarn, it fits me and everything. I did get it to fit me, but the yarn just does not have enough drape to make it fit the way that I want it to. So I have decided I'm going to frog that, probably make a poncho out of the yarn that I'm frogging, and then recreate the sweater scarf in something lighter, a lighter weight yarn. Good morning, Karen. It is so nice to see you. I've missed you. Oh, so yeah, so this next week, I'm probably going to take some time off from crochet and do a really good, deep cleaning on the house. Try and kind of get ready, even though I don't necessarily celebrate Christmas. I do want to have my house cleaned up. And found out earlier this week we will not be making the trip to Myrtle Beach this year for Christmas. I'm kind of bummed about that, but it is what it is. My brother got a new job, and yeah, it's kind of putting the brakes on us going, no beach trip, not for Christmas. We have decided we are going to go down for my dad's birthday, which is in April, early April. So yeah, we'll head down there for his birthday this year, which will be fun. Last time we went for his birthday, we had an absolute blast. We stayed down there for a week and took my bestie from high school with us, and I'd like to try and take her down with us again. So yeah. But with my brother just starting a new job, money isn't the best, and I don't have enough to finance the whole trip. So and plus my hubby has decided he's got a bunch of vacation time built up, and he has decided to take some days off around the holidays. So it'll actually be really nice to be here with him, and, you know, with him actually being home. So it works for me. I think my brothers and I are going to get out and go train chasing. So the 1225 steam train is the train that they modeled the train in the movie The Polar Express after. In fact, from what my brother tells me, and I believe him because he's pretty well versed in railroad stuff, from what he tells me, the guy who wrote the book for the Polar Express actually wrote it based on the 1225 steam train. So they run the 1225 usually every year if they can. Yes, the Polar Express, exactly. They start selling tickets for the Polar Express trips, I think in April, and they usually sell out in about a day. So if you want to get a ticket and actually ride the thing, you have to be like Johnny on the spot. The thing? So they are running the Polar Express right now. There's one that runs, the 1225 actually runs from Michigan down into Indiana and then back up. So we are going to go train chasing and chase the Polar Express. So and I sat here and watched the Polar Express the other day, which I love that movie. I really do. I actually got myself into a little bit of a Christmas mood. Oh, okay. I got myself in a little bit of a Christmas mood the other day and sat here and crocheted and watched the Polar Express, and then I watched the George C. Scott version of A Christmas Carol, which is my favorite version of it. But I do like, before Christmas gets here, I do like to watch all of the old versions. So there's like a 1938 version, there's a 1950s version. Yeah, there are several versions of A Christmas Carol, and so I try to watch as many of them as I can. I would like to watch that too, actually, Marianne. I'm at Otter's Jug Band Christmas. I think that sounds like a very fun movie to watch. So yes, I would like to watch that one as well. Hallmark Christmas movies. Yeah, more power to you, Karen. That's one thing I can't do. I cannot get, no. Is it? I'll have to watch it on YouTube then, Marianne. Yeah, it's a cute movie, Lana. If you can find it, definitely watch it because it is cute. I haven't seen it in years. Oh no. Oh no. Well, prayers for Mishi. And you got to be so careful at this time of year because it's so easy to get dehydrated, especially with the cold. The air gets so much drier, and very easy to become dehydrated. Melissa, I said the same thing when I saw her come in. Oh, alpha gal, yeah, not good. Well, I hope they can get her fixed up and back on her feet. Good morning, Nick. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping in to say hello. I wish you could hang out a while, but I understand. It's a busy time of year. What are you working on these days? Anything fun? Oh no, a new gaming PC. Well, there goes Nick's crochet time. Now, Nick, you know you're going to have to split your time up evenly between crochet and gaming. Don't become a full-time gamer. Oh no. That's scary, Tank. I'm almost down to the end of another cake of this yarn. When I tie on a new cake, it'll be number 5. So I am getting close to the end of this blanket. I'm so happy. Oh, that's cool for Julianne. That had to be nice to see kids crocheting. That's great. I haven't been to a Christmas bazaar or fair in a really long time either. All right, Nick, you better crochet and not be on that gaming machine. Have fun, Nick. A Woobles kit. Oh, how fun. Did you get your blanket done that you were working on? Yeah. Um, Marianne, the sweater scarf that I was making, I finished it and I hate it. So I'm going to frog it and use the yarn for a poncho instead. And speaking of ponchos, yes, I am almost done with my second one of the enchanted poncho that I was doing with the mandala ombre happy. I'm doing a shell stitch edging on it, so I'm almost done with that one. And then I've got my yellow one sitting over here that I've got to finish. And that will give me 3 ponchos in my poncho stash. It's kind of funny because I love to make ponchos and I actually enjoy wearing ponchos, but I seem to enjoy giving ponchos away because the only other ponchos that I had besides the green enchanted poncho that I had made with the puzzle yarn, I had 2 other ones that I had made and they went to other people. So Beth won one on my birthday live, and then my best friend from high school, I gave her one of the very first ponchos that I made. So yeah. So once I get these 2 other ones done, I'll have 3. And no, Marianne, she's calling my sweater scarf a straight jacket because of the way you have to wrap it. She says it's like a straight jacket, and the way it feels, it does feel like a straight jacket. Just because of the heaviness of the yarn and having no drape whatsoever. Yeah, it feels like a straight jacket. I'm wearing a caftan this morning, and it's very silky fabric. And my blanket keeps sliding off my lap. Where the scarf forms sleeves. That'd be kind of cool, a hooded one. A hooded straight jacket. Yeah, just remember to use a lightweight yarn that has very good drape. Granny square pants. I cannot wait to see those, Amber. Yeah, I saw that. I saw on Discord Amber's started several ponchos. Well, you know, that's kind of like me with the enchanted poncho, because I made the one that I finished in the puzzle yarn, which is fairly heavy. And then I decided to go lighter weights with my other two. So I've got my Happy, the ombre, that's a lighter weight than the puzzle. And then I've got my yellow one, which is a DK weight, so it's even lighter yet. And funny thing is, I went with a bigger hook for each one as well, just to try and get as much drape out of it as I could, because with that enchanted poncho being made in waistcoat stitch, the stitches are so tight on that it makes a very heavy poncho. So I figured if I did a great big hook for it, that maybe I could get more drape out of it. So well, Karen, I'm not going like huge hooks. I'm going like a size 9 is the biggest that I'm using. And so the handle on it isn't real super big. I was so mad I broke my size 7 the other night. I dropped it on the floor and didn't know it. And it'll teach me for crocheting in bed. I dropped it on my carpeted floor, didn't know that I had dropped it, and when I got out of bed, stepped on it and heard something snap. I looked down and there's the 2 pieces of my hook. I was so upset. But I do have my Tunisian hook set that has the interchangeable pieces to it. You know, you can put different length cords on it and stuff. It was a clover. When you get up in the larger sizes of clover hooks, they do make them out of plastic. So yeah, they're still very smooth and very nice to use, but yes, you can definitely break them. And that is what I did. So but I do have a metal hook. My Tunisian set goes all the way up to, I think the largest is either a 9 or 10 millimeter. So 600 pounds of chicken and cow feed. Holy moly. I don't think I will be able to bend the Tunisian hooks. Those do not seem very bendable. Marianne, I love these. The clover hooks, they are my absolute favorite. And the hook, the handle is just soft enough that it just is very comfortable in my hand without being too big. So, yeah. This thing is getting to be a booger to turn. It's getting so big and heavy. Oh, and when the yarn gets twisted up too. All right. And there goes the hook on the floor. Have you tried the dots, Lana? Dots hooks are a little longer than clovers, and most people who use them find them to be pretty comfortable. Okay, I give up. I'm not going to work on this anymore for right now because what I'm wearing is just too slippery and it keeps falling off me. And then I keep sliding forward in my chair. I feel like I'm going to fall off my chair. That's good that the chickens pay for their own feed. I won one from Mishi as well, Marianne. But, and you know, I love that it was from Mishi. But I did not figure it made a lot of sense to have a hook sitting around in the house that I can't use. So I did pass it on to someone else that I know loves the Furls hooks and uses the Furls hooks. So, yeah. Yeah, well, we've been having white stuff off and on for days, very light, thank God. We haven't had any storms or anything come through, but we've still got a lot of white stuff laying on the ground from the last time it did white stuff. But we have some warm-up days coming up, and so I won't be surprised if the majority of this melts. And then it's going to be a toss-up as to whether or not we have a white Christmas. Well, we still have several inches on the ground right now, Amber. Probably maybe a good 4 or 5 inches. But yeah, I need to do that too. I've been thinking about that a little bit. Although, I mean, I imagine my son will get it all. I mean, if I go before my hubby, of course he'll get the house, but I think once he's gone, my son will end up with it. And then, of course, you know, by the time I'm gone, hubby may decide he just wants to go back home anyway. But creeping you out. But yeah, I need to figure out where all my stuff is going to go when I'm gone, because it's way more stuff than I'm sure my hubby wants to deal with, especially because I hope that I will be a very old woman when I do go, and my hubby won't be that young of a man, even though he is 8 years younger than me. Well, Marianne, my mind was a little on the morbid side this week too. It was the anniversary of my mom's passing, 4-year anniversary on Thursday. So that's always a sad day for me. And yeah, so that's kind of why I've been missing in action on anybody's lives this week, pretty much. That isn't morbid at all. Okay, well, I'm glad. Yeah, I haven't been real active on the YouTube streets this week because my mind has kind of been dwelling on the past. Well, thank you, Marianne. I appreciate that. Because even though I was very angry with her over everything that happened, and I will have to be very honest, I'm still a little angry at her. But, you got to forgive and move on. And she chose what she chose. And it is what it is. So thank you, Julianne. I appreciate that. Just be careful with that stinger. I do miss my mom a lot. Sometimes I swear I can feel her, and sometimes I even smell her. She had a certain smell, and yeah, there's times I swear I can smell her in the house. Sometimes I'll be doing something and I'll think to myself, oh, I got to tell Mom. And then it's like, yeah, no, you can't. But I really do feel like she's here and watching over me, and she knows, even though I can't really talk to her per se and get a physical answer. I feel like she knows. So yeah, she's visiting. I do think she does. I think she visits. Yeah, I am going to run in and grab my other crochet project. It's really hard to just sit here and not do anything. Although I guess I only got 10 minutes left, so I'll just sit here and talk. No biggie. After I get up here, I'm going to go grab some breakfast. I always get up and make my coffee first thing, but I usually don't eat anything right away when I get up. My stomach just isn't really ready for that yet, so I usually go an hour or two before I put solid food in. So hubby made some hummus this morning, so I think I'm going to go toast a bagel. I've got some onion bagels in the freezer, so I think I'm going to toast one of those and eat it with some fresh hummus. Oh, the vampire bus. Oh no. Well, that's good, Melissa. They needed it this time of the year. I mean, they need it all the time, but it seems like this time of the year especially. I remember the last time we went down to my dad's, it was raining on the way down there, and we saw so many accidents. It was just insane. So, yeah. Why this time of year? Because a lot of people are out on the highways and there are a lot of accidents at this time of the year. People tend to drive with their heads up their rear ends all the time, but it seems like this time of the year they do it even more than normal. So, yeah. Oh, that's too bad, Karen. Well, take care of yourself. Iron is a very, very important thing. I had a good friend years ago that she worked at Michigan State University, and she was at work one day and started feeling bad. Well, let me kind of preface this. She had had a gastric bypass done because she really needed to lose some weight. She was developing some heart issues, and her doctor told her that she needed to lose a considerable amount of weight so that she wouldn't be putting so much stress on her heart. So she went and had the gastric bypass done, and she did lose the weight. She looked great. But at the same time, having the gastric bypass cut down her iron absorption. So she was taking iron, but same mood. Same. You mean caftan? This? So anyway, she was taking iron pills, but apparently they weren't absorbing well enough. And so one day she was at work and she started feeling bad, and she got in her car and drove herself to the ER, and they started running tests on her. She basically had no iron in her body. Um, and her doctor said he didn't know how she managed to drive herself anywhere. So yeah, she ended up in the hospital for a while getting IV iron. And it was not a good situation. I have only been anemic one time in my life, and that was right after I had my son. Moo. Okay. Um, yeah, I only had anemia one time, and that was right after I had him, and that was because he came so fast that I was bleeding a lot. So yeah, I didn't get to the point where I needed IV iron, but I did have to take some very high iron um, vitamins. Well, Marianne, enjoy your liver and onions. That is one thing I cannot get into my mouth. Uh, my mom used to eat liver and onions, and I have never, ever been able to stand liver. Just cannot do it. And yeah, no. I can't even stand the smell of it. I mean, yeah, it just yaks me out. Good morning, Grammy Rita. Good to see you. Rita, I will have to say, I saw your shawl on Discord and I absolutely love it. That fur edging is so pretty. It definitely looks very Christmassy. Oh, you retain too much iron. Okay. Yeah, well, there's no mood that could make me eat liver, Marianne. My mom used to try and get us to eat it when we were kids. None of us kids liked it. And my dad would eat it, but he didn't love it. Um, so finally, my mom got the picture and she would cook it when we were all at school. She would cook liver and onions for her lunch. But I hated liver so much that I would walk in the back door and our back door went right into our kitchen. So as soon as I walked in that back door, I could smell that she had cooked liver. I would put my books down on the dishwasher and I would go back out the door again. I could not stand even the smell of it. So my mom always used to order liver and onions when we'd go out to a restaurant too. Um, there were a couple of kind of mom and pop places that we would go to that they always had like a special where they do liver and onions. So mom would quite often eat liver and onions when we'd go out. Good morning, Helix. Good to see you. You love liver and onions too? Well, like I said to Marianne, enjoy your liver and onions. You can eat your share and mine too. How are all your crochet projects going, Helix? Aw, sleepy puppy spell. That's cool. Yeah, if I had cows to process, I would sell the liver too. I'd keep some steak, but I'd sell that liver. I love a good steak. I love a good rare steak, but nope, can't do the liver. Oh, I'm glad you found it. Good. Now you can get it done for your New Year's Eve do. Well, Helix, I finished my sweater scarf and I'm going to frog it. I hate it. I love the yarn. I loved working with the yarn, but I can't do it. It won't drape. It just doesn't, yeah, just doesn't wrap well, and so I can't do it. Tank, I agree. It definitely does stink the house up. Yes, Grammy Rita, I am going to frog the whole thing. I'm going to use the yarn to make a poncho instead. Yeah, just doesn't work. I can't wear it. Oh, that's too bad, Helix. I hate to have to frog anything. I mean, and this is technically the second time that this yarn has been frogged, because I made the first sweater scarf and made it too narrow, and that didn't work. So I frogged that, redid it wide enough, but now it's so heavy and the yarn is so thick that it just has no drape to it. And so, yeah, just won't work. So it gets frogged, but that yarn will make a gorgeous poncho. So I'll do that. It's going to be interesting because I kind of color controlled a little bit with it, with the yarn, so that I had the dark portion of the cakes on the outside edges of the scarf part, and then the light part in the center. So yeah, that'll be interesting. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to get my ball winder up here and wind some balls of that yarn, try to figure out how to recake it so that it's somewhat back to the original way the cakes were made up. I don't know. Well, Beth, I am so glad. I'm so glad that fits you so perfectly. I'm happy. It's nice to hear that something I made is perfect for someone. Especially considering I've never seen you really, so. If you ever get a chance, I would love if you could take a picture wearing it and post it on my community tab. I think that would be awesome. Well, you guys, we are at 10:30. Been on for, well, I went on 5 minutes early, so technically I'm at 1:05, but I am going to let everybody go and get their day started. I hope that you all have a beautiful Saturday. I hope that those who are supposed to get the white stuff this weekend don't get too much. And everybody keep warm. I hope you get to spend the day doing what you love. And I will be back again tomorrow at 9:30 again. I've decided 9 o'clock is just a little too early. I think everybody seems to get in here better when I do these at 9:30. Helix, I'm sorry too, but love you anyway. All right, everybody, love you. I will see you tomorrow if you make it back, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of the day. Take care. Bye-bye.